My people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Matala FC. We are within. Life no balance without football, guys.
It's not make sure.
I know y'all feel my pain, but football will be back in about 12 days. Fortunately, we've qualified for the Club World Cup. We have a chance to win a major trophy as our preseason tour. Oh, it's beautiful. Chelsea are actually like underdog favorites. I think we could do it. We could win the competition.
You get it?
What's stopping us? We have the quality. We will get more quality coming in. We have our first fixture set now. Club Lyon, we unfortunately exiled from the competition, but now we know that it's LAFC that we'll be facing. Olivier Giroud, his name will come up in this video as we go back in time. Memory lane vibes. Chelsea have 5 UEFA trophies. We've won 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues, and now we've won the Conference League, the newly instilled, really, Conference League. So, when you think about these competitions, when you go back to 2012, names that pop up in your brain immediately: Drogba, Peter Cech, Ramirez, perhaps for that beautiful goal against Barcelona, even Raul Mireles for that shot against Benfica, beautiful strike in the dying moments of the game. But there are also those players that we seem to forget. Time passes by, you can't remember everyone, but there is the unsung hero slash the honorable mention. For 2012, I only have one, could be two, but the one that comes to mind is Ryan Bertrand, who was thrown in the deep end in the final to play on the left wing. Di Matteo, what were you thinking? And for every competition, I have one question, guys. Yeah. So for the 2012, and I'll give you guys 3 seconds, against Bayern Munich in that final, we gave away a penalty in extra time. Ian Robin took the penalty. We know what happened. But who fouled Ribery for that penalty to be given? Give you guys 3 seconds. Three, two, one. If you said Didier Drogba, you have to be subscribed to the channel because that's some deep football knowledge. Drogba gave away that penalty only to save us, really. Well, Peter Cech saved us, but Drogba won us the trophy, if anything. He was the hero. But Ryan Bertrand, I digress. The player that was thrown in the deep end but played so well. Florent Meluda was left on the bench for Bertrand to start the game. What a daring shot from Roberto Di Matteo. I couldn't believe it, really. I was young, of course, but I looked at it and I said, why is Maluda on the bench? Another unsung hero could be Solomon Kalou, but Bertrand in that game was immense. In a situation where John Terry is suspended, we have to play the back two of David Luiz and Gary Cahill. And it wasn't the first time, or it wasn't the last time that we would have to play a makeshift in the Champions League final because something happened in 2021, but we'll get there. Let's go in chronological order, yeah? Next up was the following year, Europa League. What's my question for the Europa League? Oh, I think I remember now. Ivanovic scored in the final, the winner against Benfica, where we won 2-1. But who assisted him from that corner kick? I'll give you guys 3 seconds. Three, two, one. If you said Juan Mata and you're not subscribed, you better join the fam. You get me? Because Mata assisted in back-to-back UEFA finals. Yes, back-to-back European finals from the corner flag. Juan Mata was clutch for Chelsea. But in terms of a hero's shout for 2013, I'm gonna go with Victor Moses, guys. That was the campaign where we saw the best of Victor Moses. I believe from the quarterfinal stages, every leg until the final, he scored. He was playing on the right wing. Wasn't a defender like he was under Antonio Conte, a wing back really. He was a forward for us, and he was highly effective. At some point, we were benching Juan Mata for Victor to come into the team. And Moses, really an unsung hero across his Chelsea career. So let's give him his flowers, guys. You get me? Let's keep him in memory. Another question, though. One more question. I just thought about it from the 2013. I'll give you guys 2 seconds on this one. Who was our manager when we won the Europa League in 2013, guys? Two, one, Rafa Benitez. Isn't that crazy? Just proves that this revolving door of Chelsea is a madness. But yeah, guys, that's the shot for 2013. I'm going with Victor Moses. Alongside him, if we're giving a second one, David Luiz. Luiz came clutch. We made it into the Europa League by doing badly in the Champions League. We went into the Champions League that year as winners, run like reigning champions. only to get knocked down into the Europa League and then win the Europa League at least. Our star man was, of course, Fernando Torres. We saw the best of Torres in that Europa League campaign. That's the only place we saw our value for money besides that one goal where he scored against Barcelona the previous year. And Gary Neville scream. You get me? We move, guys. Chronological order, we won the Europa League again in 2019. What's my question for this one, though? I don't think I have a question that will really challenge you guys for this one. But I'll just give my honorable shout, my unsung hero, and that would be Kepa Arrizabalaga. It's crazy because Kepa has been slandered as a Chelsea player. You know, huge fee, you join Chelsea, but under Mauricio Sarri in that Europa League campaign, whether we went to penalties or not, Kepa was a beast. I couldn't believe it, really. I couldn't believe it. Maybe I'll just give an easy question to you guys. Giroud was our best player in that Europa League campaign. The man cooked almost every game he was scoring. We won against Dynamo Kiev, I believe, 5-0, I think, in the second leg. Giroud got a hat trick. Marcos Alonso scored. Who scored the final goal to make it 5-0? I'll give you guys 3 seconds. 2, 1. If you get this one, you're really a Chelsea fan, probably even more than me. Callum Hudson-Odoi scored the 5th goal, guys. What a game. What a player he was. Young prospect. That was before Bayern came knocking, saying, we'll give y'all 60 million for CHO. And Chelsea were like, nah, we got plans for the boy. Only for us to sell him to Forest for 3 million. Life is rough, guys. We move, yeah? Any other honorable shout besides Kepa? Unsung hero. I think everyone played their part, really. Maybe Zappa Costa, because we might overlook him. He did play his part in that campaign, not as immense as he was even in the Premier League when he was given minutes, but he was okay. Zappa Costa might even forget that he ever played for Chelsea, so he deserves a mention. You get me? 2021. 2021. Do I even have a question for you guys on this one? Okay, I'm gonna ask this one. Against Atletico Madrid, Thomas Tuchel had taken over. You know, he was our manager at the time. He won us the trophy, though Lampard did so well. Actually, no. I was going to ask a question and the answer was going to be Emerson. That's too easy for you guys. Nah. Giroud scored 4 goals in the group stages. Against which team? He scored 4 goals in one game. What team were we facing on the day? I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 2, 1. Sevilla. These questions might be too easy for you guys, though. I feel like the other ones were more challenging. But we move. My honorable mention for 2021, Timo Werner. Timo Werner. Not that he was our best player. He scored that goal against Real Madrid when Havertz tried to chip Courtois and Werner just followed up, with the header there. But in terms of how Thomas Tuchel managed him, being the player that makes the runs to open up space for other players to get into, Timo Werner is the unsung hero of that campaign. We give flowers to Edouard Mendy, definitely so. We give flowers to Havertz for scoring the winning goal in the final. We definitely do. Mason Mount for assisting him. I don't think we give enough flowers to the likes of Timo Werner. And he played so well in that campaign. If I'm giving a shout alongside him, I'm going to give it to Christensen. Why I mentioned earlier in the video that it's not the first time we had to switch a defender. John Terry got suspended in 2012. He couldn't play the final. In 2021, in the final, Thiago Silva. If anything, those are like legendary defenders, capitans for our team. Thiago Silva got injured in 2021, and Andreas Christensen had to come on. And that's my second unsung hero. Christensen was immense for us. He just got into the game and got comfortable immediately. City could not get past that Rudiger Christensen partnership. Rudiger had to make one very last ditch tackle on Foden, could have been a goal. However, Christensen was immense and he deserved to move to a team like Barcelona, if anything. Painful to see him go, but I'm glad that he's doing well in Catalonia. Yeah, get me. Or Cataluna. I'm sorry. I'm not Spanish, guys. Forgive me. We move, yeah? 2025. UEFA Europa Conference League winners. Who will be the unsung heroes? KDH, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. I think we're already forgetting how immense he was for us. Not all of us, because it's so recent. So probably most of us remember just how important he was. I think there were two games where he scored the only goal in the game and we won. And he might be shipped on. He might leave Chelsea in this upcoming window. But Kiernan Dewsbury Hall was immense for us in this Conference League campaign. And he deserves his flowers, guys. Let's not forget the man. He didn't start every game also, but when he did start, he was highly effective. Alongside him, I'm going with two young shouts, Tyreek George. Without Tyreek George, I don't know if we would have been as dominant as we were in the competition. Yes, it's not the most tough competition. I would say even the easiest that we had to win of all the European competitions we've won. However, Tyreek George, for him to get into the team, become a senior player for us, and then shine in that competition. What a player he is. If I have a question, I'll give you guys 3 seconds, but this one's really easy. Who played, who made their debut and played 90 minutes for us in the Conference League campaign? Debut, 90 minutes. Should I give another clue? Young. Not going to give a position. He played 90 minutes and he played well. Three, two, one. Reggie Walsh. Reggie. I think Reggie Walsh got minutes in the previous game of the Conference League, but the following game, I think against Djurgården, he played a full 90, start to finish. And I think he has a great future at Chelsea. Another honorable shout from the last campaign, Mark Gill. Definitely Mark Gill. 6 goals in 7, something like that. He got a hat trick. If he didn't get injured, Gill would have set a record. I strongly believe he would have made history in the Conference League, and his bar would have been so highly set that it would have been difficult to elapse him. But he won the competition. Unfortunately, his season was cut short by a major injury. I believe it was a ligament issue or a hamstring, one of the two. But he deserves an honorable mention. And the final one, I'd say Mikhailo Mudrik, because there's a sentimental reality that he couldn't celebrate with his teammates for reasons that might be out of his control. We still don't have a verdict on his future, but he was immense in this competition for us. And those are the mentions, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the questions as well. Let me know if I should always add a few of those, just to like brain tease y'all. You get me? We'll be back. Have to speak on all these transfer rumors. Osimhen, Jamie Gittins, Ganacho. What are we doing? No Ganacho. Please, Gana, no. Who else? I've been hearing rumors of Mark Guehi still being on our books, still being on our radar. I don't get it. Jorel Hato, what happened? Have we given up on him? I don't know. But Chelsea will do a bit more business after securing Liam Delap. We also have to have a video on Liam Delap. We'll do that, guys. Blessings, y'all.